question, but I'll make it first. We talked a little bit about your diary, your log, and how it's personal and intimate to you. Tell us what you're going to write in your log about today.
The one thing I can tell you is that I have no idea right now what I'm going to be writing later. This is definitely going to take a little bit of time to settle in, and there'll be a lot of emotions there, but I can't really say yet because I haven't really worked this out in my head. I still got a bit of time for it to settle in.
Take us through that last 400 meters, if you would.
That last 400 meters was crazy. I knew that there was a lot of people around in that whole last 2K, which I didn't really expect. And then with 400 to go, I knew there was still just so many bodies there. And I was trying to not be the first one to make a move, so I knew I had Grant there and Kurgat, and I was trying to vibe off them, see where they were going to make their moves, and then when the time was right, I kind of put my foot down and just prayed that it was enough to pull away and get the victory.
How important was that crowd coming down the home stretch?
Down the home stretch and down the whole race, I can't even tell you how crazy it was for just the whole race, just on either side, just being packed with Badger fans, just yelling out my name and supporting the Badgers. It was really amazing, and I felt it the whole way.
The start of the straightaway.
What was your ideal strategy?
I'll be honest, I wasn't going to get too caught up on any strategy. I would have liked it to go fast the whole way, just so the race is a little easier when it gets spread out like that. With so many people there, it's a bit more uncertainty. But I knew that if it was a kick, I would have a pretty good shot. So I wasn't really too fussed either way. I didn't really want to be the one to dictate it. I just wanted to always put myself in the best spot to respond to the moves.
You know that last 300 by heart. You got a flat 100, and it looked like you moved into to equal the lead there. Mm-hmm. And then with 200 to go, it became you and Grant. Take us from there.
So I wasn't really looking back too much. I didn't really know exactly. I knew that these guys were sprinting, and as you said, going into that, I did tell myself how many times I've done this straight away in the 5 years that I've been here, and that I knew it better than anyone else, and it was just the final time to do it. So I definitely had a lot of emotion going into that straightaway, and with 200 to go, it was just all out, just pedal to the metal, make my go for it.
Versus any other race you've won, how does this compare?
Definitely, it's the best. It is so special. This is something that I've put my heart and soul into for so long now, that I've had so many great people around me help me get here, and we've just been focusing on this specific race for so long. There's been that pressure and intensity kind of all season, and to have it play out like that and be able to get the win, it's just crazy.
When you decided to redshirt last season, was this what you had in mind? Was this the only reason to run this race at home, or was there anything else that went?
This was 100% the reason. This and that we thought the team could be a bit better. So, but it was all centered around this 2018 Nationals held in Madison, with the Badger crowd. It was all about that.
When did you make that decision for sure?
So I came back from World Champs, and I was a little slow getting back into it. And then me and Mick talked it out, and we realized this is the way to go. But we've actually had this in mind for a lot longer. As soon as we thought that we might be hosting Nationals, I can't remember when it first was mentioned, but back when I was maybe a sophomore or even freshman, this was something that we knew down the line might be an option.
The Aussies have developed a good record with the NCAAs. As you well know, besides the World Championships, this is probably the highest regard name. How does it feel to put the NCAA title with a little Aussie asterisk on it?
Yeah, I looked in the when I look at the past winners, it's an impressive list. It's crazy. I didn't really think that my name could go along them, and it is interesting. I find it funny how it's kind of America versus the rest of the world. I'm so impressed at how long it's been since an American won.
Yeah, man.
So it is kind of a bit of like America versus the rest, and I guess the rest came on top this time again.
Where did course knowledge most come into play for you in this race?
Course knowledge was, I think it just allowed me to switch off and, not switch off, but be a bit more relaxed throughout the race. I didn't have to have that intensity of trying to think too much about where I was going to go because I knew it so well. And I think in the end that paid off when I had a bit more energy left.